Southeast Georgia and the Lowcountry. This is WJCL 22 Morning News. See us now.
Hollywood writers on strike. The details behind the first writer's strike since 2007.
The search for the suspect in a mass shooting in Texas enters its fourth day, where investigators are looking this morning.
A date set on a possible government default. I'm Amy Lou in Washington with how close the Treasury says we are to economic collapse.
It is right now 6 o'clock on this Tuesday morning. I know. Just beautiful out there. We're live in the Lowcountry. This is Henry C. Chambers Waterfront Park in beautiful Beaufort. We want to thank you so much for waking up right here on WJCL 22. Good morning. I'm Emma Hamilton.
Love that Lowcountry. Good stuff
pretty.
there. It is very pretty.
I was like, why do we need the dramatic pause?
Because that was stunning. I'm Frank Solkowski. Meteorologist Jonathan Myers and Melissa Hall here. I'm sorry, I was just soaking in.
Okay, well, you don't have to be all serious now. It's okay.
It was gorgeous.
It was gorgeous.
Guys, help me out here because, Jonathan, tell us about more gorgeous weather.
That beautiful weather and Frank lost for words is
yeah, you don't get that every day. So.
Speechless. That does not happen often.
Every day.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that. Let's get right to it this morning. Beautiful weather starting off the day. Temperatures low mid-50s. A little breeze out there beginning to pick up along the coast. 52 at sunrise, 60 at 9, 71 at lunchtime today. Most of us will be in the upper 70s through the afternoon. Really nice weather for outdoor activities. We'll see plenty of sunshine. And only thing really impacting us today will be more gusty winds this afternoon. Could see at times winds gusting over 30 miles per hour. We can see all the clear skies across our area. And we'll continue to see this nice weather not only today but throughout the rest of the work week with some breezy conditions the next couple of days. But the next chance we may see a few showers will be this weekend. I'll track out the weekend forecast and talk you more about this nice weather coming up in less than 10 minutes.
John, thanks so much. Well, right now, more than 11,000 members of the Writers Guild of America are heading to the picket lines. Film and television writers are now walking off of the job, demanding better pay and benefits.
And as ABC's Andrew Dimbert reports, it's all happening as their industry faces unprecedented change.
Overnight, more than 11,000 film and TV writers went on strike after the Writers Guild of America and a group representing TV networks and studios failed to agree on a contract. The first to feel the effects of the strike, late-night comedy shows like Jimmy Kimmel Live.
They cannot produce new episodes without writers. It may be a long time before viewers really feel the impact of a strike because all the major players have such vast libraries of shows.
The two sides are at odds over writers' pay for shows on streaming services, among other things. The writers say streaming's lack of a regular seasonal calendar has hurt their pay.
Network series typically were 22 episodes or even more. Streaming series are 10, 8, sometimes even 6 or even 4 episodes.
The last writer's strike back in 2007 lasted 100 days, costing California's economy an estimated $2 billion. Experts say that strike boosted reality television, giving a rise to unscripted shows like Big Brother and The Apprentice.
Maria, you're fired.
But the impact of this new strike will go far beyond Hollywood and New York. Take Georgia, for instance, where movie and TV productions pumped more than $4 billion into the local economy last year.
Georgia is a leader in the world. We're top 3 typically production city. We're going to feel it more than most other markets and feel it, just as much as New York or LA would.
The group representing TV networks and studios says it's committed to reaching a fair agreement. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Well, the massive manhunt for a suspect accused of shooting and killing 5 people, including a young boy in Texas, is entering its 4th day. More than 250 officers from multiple law enforcement agencies, including the FBI, have joined the search and are now going door to door asking folks in the community for information. Right now, investigators say they have no leads.
Right now, we just don't know. Because if we did, we would have him in custody right now. We do not know where he is. We don't have any tips right now.
Well, U.S. Border Patrol agents are also on the lookout for the suspect.
First Republic Bank is under new ownership this morning. JP Morgan Chase opted to buy the failed bank's assets following its collapse. The collapse forced federal regulators to step in and seize control of First Republic and its nearly $230 billion worth of assets until it could find a buyer. Yesterday, Chase announced that it would take over in hopes of creating more stability in the banking system. But experts do warn that this may not be the final collapse.
Interest rates have gone up at the fastest pace in 40 years. The economy's slowing. We're going to see more bank failures, but the system has proven to be surprisingly resilient.
JP Morgan Chase was already the largest bank in the U.S. Now there are concerns that prices could go up because of consolidation.
The Treasury Department says the government has weeks, not months, until it runs out of money to pay its bills. Missing those payments would be a major blow to the U.S. dollar and likely trigger a global economic collapse. Our Amy Lou is in Washington with the details on negotiations.
Well, President Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy are at an impasse over tying a debt ceiling increase with spending cuts, as the Treasury Secretary now says the government could default sooner than expected.
The pressure is mounting and intensifying, and it should.
A showdown over the nation's debt ceiling well past its $31 trillion limit. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen making the deadline official, writing in a letter, extraordinary measures taken to pay government bills could be exhausted as early as June 1st.
We're going to agree to balance the budget in 15 years, 10 years, 20 years, some time frame. Then I think that's absolutely doable.
House Republicans passing legislation last week to raise the limit with deep spending cuts. With no chance of passing the Senate, the pressure is on President Biden and Speaker McCarthy to reach a deal before deadline.
Most important thing we have to do in that regard is to make sure the threat by the Speaker of the House to default on the national debt is off the table.
The clock is ticking, Speaker McCarthy said in a statement, before the problem turns into global economic fallout. A default as soon as June 1st gives Congress little time, with just 8 days this month in session to pass a compromise.
This is not the way to do things, to hold the entire economy hostage to your political agenda.
President Biden, who said he wouldn't negotiate until Republicans proposed a budget, invited top Democrats and Republicans to the White House next Tuesday. In Washington, I'm Amy Lou.
Time to take a look at your Tuesday morning commute. We are starting off live up in the Low Country where there are no issues. Heading out in Savannah, well, same story as you walk out the door at 6:07 this morning. Making your way in from Pooler, I-95, I-16, both cruising along 65 miles an hour, just like they should be. That means it'll take you about 11 minutes to make it from Pooler to downtown. And across the area, not only is traffic cruising along, well, no accidents to report. So let's head outside and take a live look at Northside Drive at Veterans Memorial Parkway in Statesboro. Few cars out this morning. That sun's starting to come up. And as more cars get out, well, all you have to do to check out traffic before you head out is go to our website, WJCL.com/traffic.